next comedian up. She's a very, very funny lady. I've seen her perform several times at Causes as well, and at the Cinema Cafe on Thursday nights. So please put your hands together for the one and the only Diisha Hicks, everybody.
Hello, everybody. Hi. I'd like to open it up with a song. No, not really. This is like my dream, the lights. I'm doing one of these. I did karaoke for many years. Just want to sing something, but I'm not talented. All right. So, any teachers in the house? Yes. What day are we all shooting for? June 18th. Yes. Oh man, that's gonna be a whole different Diisha. Oh god, everyone's gonna see all the tattoos. Oh. All right. So I'm gonna do some jokes about my students. So my kids, I really do love my job. Let me just tell you that first. I really do love teaching. It's an amazing profession. It's a thing that changes your life. You affect people. But I just have to tell you that many of my students are really stupid. They have that dumbass disease. They really do. So I teach Spanish, right? And it's hola clase. Okay. All right. ¿Te gusta? Yeah. El restaurante. Okay. All right. That's how I teach Spanish with a really funny accent. Hola clase. Buenos días. Aquí es la escuela. Alright, so what are my questions? Okay, guys, everybody, what language does Spain speak? Do you know there's many kids that are like, I don't know, French? Like, really, they really think that. You know, I'm like, okay, what language does France speak? German! And are you serious? Alright, they really are. So, it's really bad because they punish the teachers for giving the kids too many Fs. Like, you'll go to the office, why are you giving the kids Fs? Because they're not doing any work. That's probably why. There's a rule where you're not allowed to give kids zeros. Did y'all know that? Yeah. So you teachers know you're not allowed to give them zeros. You have to put like 50s. So imagine these are people who you're going to be working with, people who are going to be taking care of us. You know, we're going to get older. These are going to be the kids. They're going to be people who graduated high school with an A, B, or C, but did no work. Yeah, scary. I'm sorry. I didn't mean to do that to y'all. Oh, a sobering moment. Alright, so I'm always in the office a little bit more than the kids. You know, Ms. Hicks, we need to see you in the office. The guidance department's hearing some complaints from the kids. I'm like, what? You should not call the kids stupid. I don't think that's wise. It's not smart to publicly humiliate the children on their peers. I'm like, I don't know where else you're supposed to do it, you know? Like, might as well do it under my care. Please. Let's make them feel bad now. Make them feel bad now, okay? We had to draw pictures, and they're like, do you like this? I'm like, God, it's ugly. Do it over. I'm not going to lie to these kids. I love them too much. So another thing, my friend said in her PE class they no longer use jump ropes to jump rope. Isn't that weird? So they're imaginary jump rope because they don't want the kids to feel bad when they miss. Yeah. Oh man, I know. I would have done so much better in PE. Oh man, I remember I was a kid that would get picked after the fat kid. You know, I was like totally blind, had no eye-hand coordination. That was terrible. So. I wish I was a kid now. Oh, so kids are, I remember they told me about these kids that were having sex in the bathrooms and that they were selling it for ice cream. I was like, yeah, for ice cream. I was like, this is why I can't compete with them. I asked for a little bit more than ice cream, you know, like at least a dinner. Then I'll give it to you. It won't be good, but I'll give it to you. So yeah, so let me tell you about my mom and dad. They're awesome, you know. Yes, mom and dad. Woo! Yeah. Y'all know my parents. Yeah. Alright, so my dad's black, but he's like a redneck. It's very weird. He's like the most redneckest black dude you'll ever meet. You know, he wears plaid. He talks about black people being lazy. I'm like, these goddamn, and then I can't say the N-word. He uses the N-word. I was like, that's amazing, yeah. Why can't they just get a job? You shouldn't laugh at that joke. That was racist. And my mom, she's Filipino. I know you couldn't guess. Pinoy's in the house. Yes. All right, yeah. I always tell people I'm half Filipino. They're like, so what's the other half? I'm like, black, I guess. Yeah, I don't know. But my parents are always encouraging me. They're like, don't worry, it's not a big deal that you're not married. You know, someone will find you attractive and love you. And I'm like, thanks, or something. Yeah, I know. My mom, when she was, when we were younger, she would always give me advice like, it was always weird because it was in her Filipino accent. It's like, Diisha, do not give your milk away. I'm like, do not give your milk because they need to buy your milk. It is not for free. I'm like, but they're thirsty. I said they want it. Give them milk. Give them milk. Vitamin D is good for you. And so my dad, he was always weird because he was like, hey, it's not a big deal. You're going to find that man who's attracted to your beard and big calves. I'm like, I know, I have a beard. And big calves. And he'd always tell me about crazy stuff like, you know, sometimes he would, the guys would come over and we, you know, pre-game at the house, all my friends, they're like, let me tell you how to please your woman. Sometimes you might have to put some honey in her feet, you know. It's okay if you gotta put on her underwear. I'm like, what? And then my mom's in the other room, you know, fixing, so, hello, you know. And he's like, my dad's like, you see her still smiling, right? I'm like, please don't talk about my It's just gross because they have really loud sex in the house and I can hear it, you know? It's just like, yay, 6-year-old people having sex! Anyways, yeah, my dad, when I was young, I remember he used to make me do butt exercises, so I'd have a firm butt. He'd make me do special lunges. He used to make me do, like, these special chest... Y'all want to know about the lunges, don't you? I'm not going to show you. I'm not going to put my level, no. And so he'd also make me do these chest presses so I could have a firm breast. He's like, because men only want one thing, so you need to be good at it. That was, I know, good advice to give to your like 12-year-old, right? Yeah, so let's see. Don't ever bring your mom to a toy party, like a sex toy party. That's not a smart thing. She's like, oh, this one looks like your dad. Okay, I'm not buying that one. So, you would think having parents who are really nasty and open about sex, I'd be really good at it, but I'm not. So I was in a relationship. I wish I could call him my boyfriend, but no one's ever seen him. And we were together for 5 years, or loosely having sex a lot. But so like I went over to see him a couple months ago, and it was so bad. Like I was so horny. I think I'm just insanely horny for no reason at all. That, you know, he was playing one of those games like Warcraft and Call of Duty and stuff. He'd rather play those games than have sex with me. He was just like, I'm trying. I know. Yeah, I was like, look, there's a vagina in your face. Come on, let me give you a hug. No, he wouldn't. No sex. I know. Don't laugh. It's not funny. I'm really crying inside. So I'm not gonna expose any more of my life to you all because y'all aren't really my friends. Because you're laughing. But that's all I'm gonna give you. Okay? Y'all have a good evening. Thank you.